Hello Marta from Azucena. You're producing all the designs of your uncle Luigi Cacciadominioni. Can you give us a short tour of your collection?
Sure. Azucena was founded in 1947 by Cacciadominioni, by Gardella, Corradi dell'Acqua, and my mother and her sister always take care about the production. And nowadays we still continue taking care about the production with my sister and my mother. And the most important thing for us is to keep all the collection together, because we've got more or less 200 pieces in production, from door handle to conference table. And everything is realized in Italy by artisan. But what is very interesting in Italy, that artisan is a mix between industrial and artisan know-how. So it's typical Italian, it's typical from the north of Italy. And so this allows us to produce pieces that was thinking in the 50s and are still able to reproduce and to continue to produce, not reproduce them nowadays. And we are very happy because there is a young generation of artisans who work very, very well and who allow us, for example, to do this kind of sofa. This sofa is called fasce cromate. It means chrome band. Born in 1962, because Caccia needed a sofa to be seen by the back, so it is on the back. And this is iron, and then there is copper, and then it's chrome. So each detail is very, very important. And even all the detail, the technical detail, if you got them, you have to see them, and they have to be beautiful. Then this year we choose all this color yellow that you will see around, because Caccia had a client. He had a beautiful Biedermeier collection, so he had to add new pieces, and the yellow and the gold and the veneer is what they use in the Biedermeier.
So that means you allow yourself to adapt new veneers.
Exactly.
And new fabrics on the
collection,
pieces.
because all the pieces, all the color, all the lacquer are chosen by Cacciadominioni. So each time we decide to have, not for the fabric, but for the lacquer, the veneer, we have to dial with him and to say if he accepts or not. And each time Caccia adds something new is because he's got a new project. Because he's an architect, in fact. So he continued to build and to deal with clients, and so he continued to add new things in the collection. This is amazing because he's 95 years old and he's still very, very contemporary in the creation. Yes, the sofa, again, this sofa is round because the aim is to be in the middle of the room, and we put this velvet in gold because, in fact, yellow and gold was very old color, and you can mix with completely different color and different space and give light, because what was very important for these people came from a black and white world, because even the television, the first was in black and white. So the color is really in the part of the project, and it's very important for them. And even the light, for example, this table, the mirror, is simply, the idea is to put light in the middle of old, antique, traditional houses where the furniture were dark and the light were dark. Yeah. So really, the idea because Azucena was one of the first in the 50s to apply lacquered wood, to apply chrome and not brass, to apply transparent glasses. So this is always the idea, to put light and to give a beautiful, and to put in light the other pieces in the houses. Yeah. This is a lemon wood, and it's very incredible because for me it was even an occasion to explain and to show how the Italian artisans are still very, very good. So this is a veneer. All the detail are in massif, and all the part where technical pieces are in massif, because they have to be very, very strong. And even the way the veneer is put it is, yes, it's absolutely amazing.
It gives a pattern somehow.
Exactly. And the fact to have newer artisans allow us to re-put in collection, but not because to make re-edition, that's not the point. The point is to have the high standard quality we need to have a piece in collection. So if we don't find a good artisan, we will not produce the piece. This is a client of Caccia. He had a beautiful library, and he asked to Caccia what to put in the library. And I say, okay, in the library you need the stairs to go to pick up the book and a bar. So in fact, this is a bar. and he's supposed to wake up to go to take. And this is very difficult to realize because it's polyester lacquered and stained steel. So for years, when we didn't have the quality we need, we didn't produce the bar. And nowadays, we got this kind of new artisan, and we adore to work with him. The same of the Catilina. This is stained steel, and it's curved by hand. This part is curved by hand, and the other part is cut with a laser. Yeah, with a laser. And this, when I say is typical, this mix of very, very high technology and handmade. And look at the detail. You didn't see the join. It's fantastic.
Very nice. How is that made?
Yeah, incredible. And I think if we are not able, when we are not able to find this kind of quality, we wait because we are not in a hurry. So, and even that is a maple from America, and this is painted with gold, with yellow, and then it's polyester, and polyester gives this kind of deepness, and you don't really understand if it's wood or what it is. And again, when I was talking about detail, the base, there is stained steel band to give light to the table and at the same time to protect from the feet. So all the detail are technical detail and aesthetical detail, but they're never, how to say, useless, just for beauty. They have a sense, exactly. Yeah. This is a very clever idea of Caccia. It's a riding lamp. And even in that, I got 5-person work for that. One make the leather, one make this part, one make the technical detail, one make the inside, and one make the whole. So
I mean, I guess you have very experienced artisans working for you, and probably they have been working for you for a long time.
Yes, but nowadays we have to renew them because even the artisan, maybe they are 60, 70, 80, and even to be, you know, in all these rules for the European community, we need new artisans because they have to be allowed to help us in this how do you say, in this
modern process.
Yes, because it's very costly and it's very complicated because you got completely different rules in Europe, in America, and so they help. We work really together to bring the collection to be world sales, because otherwise it would be impossible. It's got two completely different to make design. This is very architect piece. This is very gentle and elegant, and is completely two way of thinking about architecture. This I'm very happy because it's an incredible armchair, who is from 1958 and really difficult to realize. And nowadays again we find an artisan who is able to curve all this. This is an incredible and amazing work. And what is nice, that is moving a little bit, because it's got a little elasticity of the pieces. This is one of the last pieces from Caccia Dominioni. It's very interesting because this is a stained steel, who is a galvanic stained steel with this old color who change because it's changing with the light. But Caccia could shoot, I don't know, take red or I don't know what. No, he chose this color because it's like scarabeo. How do you say?
Scarabeo is like a
scabble.
How you call that?
Yeah, because it's the old, you know, like Egyptian or something like this. And this is very, very industrial. And again, he put a mahogany top, very handmade and very. And this is typical from Caccia. And he designed it about 5 or 6 years ago, I don't remember. And it's so new because the material, because he's still building things like an architect. He discovers material and then he applies it to the furniture.